Don't you just hate it when you are like going to buy hair and they keep asking you all these questions using all these terminologies that you can't even understand, and you are just there like, I just want some hair, can you just give me that? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of these questions that I keep getting all the time concerning weaves and hair and what to get and what not to get and styles and all of that. I'm going to try to put all of these in a very short video, and if I'm not able to do that and the video is longer, please forgive me, okay? Most of you do not know this, but I have had my own hairline called Heaven, and I've had it for over a year now, about a year and some months. It was a year in May, yes, and I get so many questions all the time. It's kind of, some of the questions you would think that who does not know this? First things first, I'm going to leave our contact information in the description box below for anybody that would like to buy hair, because I got good hair, honey. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is the styles, the textures involved. Now we have different donors, and these are the donors, and where they are from is what actually gives the hair its name, so we have the Brazilian, we have the Peruvian, the Malaysian, the Caucasian, there is no, the Eurasian, and all of that. We have the grades from 7A, 8A, and all that, and it's a bit confusing sometimes, but if you want me to do a video on all of those kind of where it's from and all of that, let me know in the comment section below. I will do a particular video on that, but today I'm not gonna go into that. I'm just gonna pretend as if you already know what kind of hair you're gonna get, but you do not know what texture and what length and what bundles and all of that. So there are three kinds. There's the straight, of course, and we have the wavies and then the curlies. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of them and I'm going to show you the picture. Sorry, I have these ribbons on my hair because these are from my company, Heaven. Alright, so this is straight hair. Straight. A lot of people actually identify this easily. Okay, so this is the straight hair. This is body wave. Body wave, very popular because of its versatility. You can style it, you can even make this straight. These are 100% virgin Remy hair, so it's kind of like easy to do whatever you want to do to them. It's very obedient to heat, if that's the thing. And the next one is this one right here. This is called the deep wave. It's kind of easy to identify this one actually, because the waves are just special. You can't confuse this with other wavy hair is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna take it here. This is loose wave. Okay, loose wave is kind of special for its bounciness, and the curl in this texture doesn't break easily, so you could comb it. You could of course, if you flat iron it, you're not gonna have this, and I would not suggest trying to make this kind of hair straight. It's very special for its bounciness. There you go, loose wave. This curl does not break, y'all. It's very tough, and even if you combed it, it will just be as solid as it were when you first take it out. Wavy. Again, I have my ribbon on it and I'm gonna take it out. So this is kind of like loose wave, but it's not loose. So the wavy part, this is also not the same as body wave. Let me just say, the body wave texture, the curl pattern or the wave pattern is not as tight as this wavy pattern, and this wavy pattern is also not as tight as the loose wave pattern. Savvy? Are you confused yet? Natural wave is the next one that I'm going to talk about. Natural wave. This is how it looks like up close. It's kind of beachy, wavy hair, really pretty. Mind you, when they were making all of these textures, they put in mind the different kind of textures that women from all across the world have. Different kind of people from different kind of places do have different kind of hair texture, so that is what they use. And let me just quickly mention that they do not make these with flat irons or anything. They use steam. Okay, so these hair is 100% virgin. They have not done anything to it. They have a process in the factories that they use to make these kind of patterns and textures, because obviously when they get this hair from the donors, it's straight. Some of them are wavy, others are kind of curly, but you know, these people from that part of the world, they do not have as curly as a black woman would have. So these textures are made in the factories with steam, water wave. It looks like the natural wave, but its wave is much more closer than the water wave. So that is all for the wavy hair. First curly texture that I'm going to talk about is my all-time, my personal favorite, maybe my second personal favorite, deep curly hair. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. In the curly hair texture world, there's kinky curly hair. Okay, it's very popular because most of black women do have hair texture naturally that looks like this. So we tend to lean more towards this kind of textures because it mimics our hair texture, and it looks so natural on us. And if you're a black woman and you have this texture, a lot of people may not even tell that you are like wearing a weave or anything, which is what we all try to achieve. The last one, which is the same as the one that I'm wearing right now, is the Jerry curly hair. Very, very close to kinky curly, but much more loose. It is not as uptight at the ends like the kinky curly, and that's what I'm wearing right now. I've had these maybe close to a year now, and I've worn this is my third installation, and I absolutely love it. And so that is all of the hair textures that there is to have when it comes to buying hair. Most different countries do have different names that is given to this hair. Some people just give it a kind of fancy name, but it all comes down to this. So let me say straight, body wave, and maybe kinky curly is kind of, it cuts across. Most places call it by this name, but when it comes to the wave, like the water wave, the natural wave, some people call it beach wave, and you know, all these kind of fancy names. But yeah, that is also, if you are maybe confused, you can just go into the description box below and then try and contact me. So moving on, I'm going to talk about how many bundles do I need. I get this question all the time, every day, and some people try to complain like, oh, my friend used only 2 bundles, why are you asking me to use 4 or maybe more, or 3? The reason is that all these bundles come in the same weight, which is 100 grams, and for a full head you need 300 to say 500 grams of hair, depending on how heavy you want what we call the track or weft. So when it comes to buying weaves, there's this common phrase that we all use: the longer the length, the shorter the weft. So if you go longer, you need to buy more bundles, because all of them are 100 grams, and of course if the length gets longer, the weft will get shorter so that it can come down to 100 grams. Are you confused? This is 16 inches hair, this is 20 inches straight. Okay, so you will get more in 16 inches than you will get in 20 inches. The reason is that 16 inches is shorter than 20 inches. So the easy way is that from length 8 to say 16, you can get 3 bundles. Okay, 3 bundles should be enough. And sometimes if it's like 8 to 12, maybe 2 can do if you want very, very light hair, or you are matching it with a closure or a frontal. But to be safe, 8 to 16, 3 bundles. If you have some left, it's better than it not being enough, right? Then from 18 up until say 30 inches, you can get 4 bundles. If you go above 30, I think you should get 5 or more. So as you can see how the pattern flows, the longer you go in length, the more bundles you need to get. We're going to move into the closures. Or everybody that's selling hair and closures normally carry them in all the other textures that I mentioned. But for this video, I only took the straight texture. This is a lace-based closure because this part right here is lace-based. You understand? This part right here is lace. There is another one called the silk base, which means that this part right here is silk. Moving on to this one. Ding. This is a 13 by 4 closure, okay, also known as frontal because it covers the whole of your front. There are some that come in 13 by 6, which means that, so it's like that, it's like this, 13 by 4. Okay, so it means that the 13 by 6 you get much more space, or much more much more space to part deep into your hair. Okay, but I think that 13 by 4 is just about right. Sometimes this may be long, sometimes this may be longer than your actual perimeter in the front, so you just have to cut it. Your hairdresser can do whatever they want to do with it. I will talk about the real difference and what to use for what kind of hair in another video. If you like to know, let me know. The 360-degree closure, because it has a 360-degree perimeter. Okay, so it's just the same as all the other closures, except this one goes all around your head, so that it comes with straps and all of that. If you're a beginner and you are now getting into the whole weave thing, I suggest you stay away from this until you know what you're trying to do before you get this, because it is pretty. I mean, it makes things natural, but you have to work this a lot. If you do not know what you're doing, you probably regret buying it. So if you're a beginner, take your time. Start with a 4x4. Start with a 4x4, work your way into frontal, and then do it. So that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and give it a thumbs up. Be sure to come here every week to check out some new videos. I post every Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and on Sundays I talk about lifestyle. I will be answering a lot of these questions concerning weaves, and just check out my channel, okay? And be sure to subscribe. Also click the bell so that you can get notifications every time I post. I'm gonna leave our contact descriptions below. Most of you do not. This is the questions all I get. The next thing that I'm